I'm here waiting at a disposal in line for the trucks to unload in front of me so I can pull up and unload my truck. In the meanwhile, I wanted to share something I learned um, about borrowing money. Um, I just got a car. It's more car than I really need. I could have gotten something, about half the cost of it. It's a nice car. I got a 2012 Dodge Charger, V6 3.6 liter, 250 horsepower, 8-speed, really nice car. Now, I only got that car because I want to get a Tesla someday, and I want to be able to get it, and they're $35,000, too much for a car, but I want a self-driving car. I'm tired of driving. I drive all day long. And so if I can get a car that drives itself, 3 years from now, the technology isn't here yet, but I think in 3 years it will be. And so I want to be prepared. Also, I don't like gassing up at a gas station. So if I could plug my car in at my house, let it charge overnight when electricity is almost free, sounds like a good deal to me. So this is a long-term strategy for me. And besides that, it'll be one car, but really, if it's self-driving, my wife could summon the car after I'm at work, use it for whatever, and then send it back to work with me so that I could pick me up. I could summon back. This is where technology is going. So that's why I got this car, a little bit more car than I need so that I can qualify it. So anyway, besides that, what I wanted to share with you is an idea about financing, right? I grew up around the idea that debt is a bad thing, and you should hardly ever borrow. Live within your means and all that. And some of that stuff makes sense for some people. But here's the thing: I've got 3.2% financing on my house. Do I want to pay my mortgage off? No. I'll take 3.2% financing for the rest of my life. That's great. That's maybe a month's worth of income a year to live in a house. No, I don't want to pay that off. I'll do that all year, every year for the rest of my life. I don't care. That's really good. And with my car, I got financing for that, and it's going to decline over time because it's got a 5-year schedule and payments and stuff. But this first year, it's going to take me 2 whole weeks to pay for the financing for the first year. Okay, so I could have saved maybe over the course of a year if we really disciplined ourselves and saved money. I could have saved the amount of money necessary to get that car a year from now. Probably comfortably in 2 years, I could have done that. Uncomfortably in a year. Okay. So I wouldn't have the car for a whole year and maybe 2 years. So I wouldn't have this nice car for 2 years so that I would save myself 2 weeks worth of income. Does that make sense to you? Doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to be driving this car for the next year, and I'm going to spend 2 weeks to pay for the interest. I don't know. Tell me how that's a bad thing. Okay. When I got my furniture the first time, it was a shark deal. I call it a shark deal. 90 days to pay it off. And yeah, we did scrimp and save for that, but I got to sit on a couch for 3 months. Now, we could have saved and not had a couch for 3 months. Or we could just have the couch, build our credit, and pay, I don't know, we paid $150 in interest or something in 90 days. Whoop-de-doo. Not a lot of money to me. I'm not rich. It just, and now we got a whole year of financing, 0%. we got some credit and paid that off, but I was able to get the furniture, make decent payments. So now I don't like credit cards. I think they're a trap. It just, I got really small credit cards, and I'm going to be getting more just to help improve my credit score so that I can save money in the future with lower interest rates, which is reasonable. But just a couple of thoughts for you about financing. Don't be scared. I mean, you're not going to live forever, so you can save a number on a piece of paper. You're saving money by going without for a whole year and saving up. That doesn't make any sense to me. What are you saving? You're going to die someday. And it's a whole year of your life that you're going to discipline yourself to save a couple of weeks of income. I think that's idiotic. But don't get yourself into a lot of credit card debt. That's stupid. But if you're, if you got a modest percent on a decent car, I don't think it's a bad deal. And I'm the guy who only paid an average of $500 per car for the last 4 cars. So I've been cheating the system for a long time. But the only reason I'm doing this, like I said, really is I have a long-term goal, and this is the road. It's a long-term strategy.